everyone. Welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Robyn Zimmerman, along with my colleague, Marcus Walsh.
Hi,
As you
everybody.
know, he is the sportscaster, play-by-play announcer for football, and then basketball's coming up.
We'll talk basketball soon, but still have some football to wrap up.
Yeah, so let's wrap it up. We're
Yeah.
postseason. I know the Skiza done, and Thomas Hayward, their region.
They got it done on 1A, and we talk about, who's the best team that we saw in the high school league, who's the best team that we saw in Skiza. For me and my eyes, and I saw him twice, covered one game and called one game, Thomas Hayward this year. And this was the best Thomas Hayward team, in my opinion, that I've seen in my years doing football for WHHI. Wow. They were a well-oiled machine. Taylor Malfris, first year back as head coach, tremendous job, and they just fit the bill.
A lot of seniors in that team that'll be gone next year?
A good amount of guys that will move on, but not too many, I don't think, as of now. I'll have to take a look further on, but they're terrific. A lot of other teams did really well. A team from outside of our region that did really well was Wilson Hall. They beat John Paul II and Hilton Head Christian Academy in back-to-back weeks in the Skiza playoffs. I've been meaning to do this for weeks, but I want to congratulate Sophie Morris for being the homecoming queen at Wilson Hall. She's the daughter of Wayne, who happens to be here.
So Wilson Hall's in Sumter?
In Sumter, the Sumter area.
That's where, Wayne is.
Sumter, Somerville. So congratulations to her. Congratulations to Wilson Hall, but so many great teams this year. May River, Hilton Head, Bluffton did great. Beaufort had a tough year, but they squeaked into the playoffs. Got beat, and a lot of teams really struggled in the playoff run, especially on the high school league, unfortunately. By the second round, all of the teams that we had covered had been gone.
So do we have playoffs coming with the high school league?
The high school league does have playoffs,
and when is that?
But the teams, the finals are coming up soon. But the teams that we covered within the high school league are all gone. I will say this, the best game that we covered this year was May River and Bluffton. That was 24-21. They had a great game, back and forth. They met 2 weeks later in round one of the playoffs, 46-45. May River got the revenge over Bluffton in round one. And that was the game of the playoffs for us. Everybody else, unfortunately, struggled.
I'm the Hilton Head High person with Amber teaching there. So did they end up not doing good?
Hilton Head got through a very tough Crestwood team, 1917 in round one. Unfortunately, they lost in round two, and it was lopsided. They lost to a really good South Florence team, 56-28. But there are teams like North Augusta, South Florence, West Florence that are really good from outside our region. To me, Robyn, in the regular season, Hilton Head was the best team that I saw. They were, like I talked about with THA, very similar. Well-oiled machines, great coaches. They really did a fine job. Best Hilton Head team I've seen in a decade. Best THA team that I've seen since I've been covering football.
When Daniel is here with you, you both talk a lot about the coaching.
Yes,
and
it's
how,
important.
Having good athletes, but unless you've got a good coach.
Correct.
What makes a good coach?
Knowing how to communicate with your players, your fellow coaches, knowing what buttons to push. Some players can use a guy that's in your face and yelling at you and getting after it with a type A mentality. Some guys need a little bit of that, but after a coach gets on them, they need a hug.
I see.
It's the balance between those types of things, and being able to manage and having great staffs around you is very important too. I want to mention there were two teams that we did not cover game-wise that also made the playoffs and did well, and that's Hilton Head Prep and Whale Branch. They both had up and down seasons, but they got some wins. Hilton Head Prep, really a fine season for them, getting back to hopefully where they've been in the past. They made the playoffs, and again, I've mentioned this several times, we covered 11 teams at Media Day. 2 we did not do games for. Again, Whale Branch and Hilton Head Prep. 11 teams total. They all made the playoffs.
Yep, very good.
That is outstanding. Congrats to all.
Well, and you and Daniel did a great job. The whole
Thank
team
you.
did, in all of our broadcasts.
Yes.
But we've got basketball coming up.
Thanks to Summit Services, and they're going to be alongside with basketball as well. It's coming up soon. Stay tuned.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Marcus.
Thanks, Robyn.
And happy holidays to you.
Same to you.
All right.